I think it is going. Maybe. We'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we will. Live number 2.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess I should just look for our page. Yeah, I think we are live. I think we are. Because I think I just got the notification on my phone that KoolKid Keto.
KoolKid Keto went live. Wow.
I think maybe we'll see. And we'll get comments up here. Yeah, KoolKid Keto live stream. I just need to get to it.
That's all you.
We're going, we're going. You search for yourself. Said kangaroo. I don't know why we don't pop up first. It's like some cool kid.
It's
something else.
It's a KoolKid conspiracy.
It is a KoolKid conspiracy. Hey, there it is.
Hey, KoolKid Keto is live.
Let's see if we can get into comments. Because I haven't figured out how to do it off of that yet.
Oh.
But, oh!
Hey!
Hey, people are here already, driving to the
Wow! Air frying Auntie and Rhonda Clark, thank you.
6 o'clock class.
Oh, I think she has a gym class.
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
Air frying Annie's here. Hello!
Did you
All right.
air fry anything today?
Those air fryers are, you make some delicious things out
True,
of it.
you know what? I have not been using my air fryer as much as I used to because I used to have a separate air fryer from my Instant Pot and then I bought like a 2-in-1.
Right, but that 2-in-1 has like this weird attachment that goes onto the top there.
Yeah. So she said she just finished eating lunch.
Ooh.
We
lunch.
kind of had like a late breakfast. It was kind of like brunch, I guess. Are you already trying to get in the video? So we had kind of like a late breakfast or early lunch.
Oh, she hasn't done anything yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We had those Texas-shaped chaffles.
Yeah, those.
I made
we
that.
haven't had them for a while.
Yeah,
so
I haven't had
good.
a chaffle since at least 2021, and but I thought it was pretty good. And I know you can tweak chaffles and do all different kinds of flavors and everything else with them, but we totally kept it simple.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. So plus it just makes me happy that they're in the shape of Texas. So Hans did smoke some sausage and some bacon here.
Yeah, that bacon.
I promise you, this smoked bacon is just the best. Like, I had to talk Hans off the ledge today.
Oh my goodness,
of
yeah.
going to Corkscrew.
I was really laying it on thick. I did like puppy dog
yeah,
eyes.
he tried. He wanted to go back to Corkscrew, but yeah, we ended up. Oh, Renee sent you a Texas. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So you have one too.
Yes. Texas spread in Texas.
Yeah. But yeah, I had to talk Hans off the ledge of going to get some brisket and everything today at Corkscrew. We were running some errands and it was like 2:00. We were kind of in between that that we already had like our late breakfast, but it was kind of like we skipped lunch. So
well, it's because we ate breakfast at like 11 o'clock. Because I had to go and get a haircut today.
Yeah. Now we almost match.
Almost, yeah.
I don't know, guys. Like, I like my hair.
Spike it up.
I like my hair short, but
no, doesn't work that way.
But the way that the lady cut it last time, she just really like chopped the heck out of my hair. I felt like, but
I didn't go to my regular place, and so I didn't go to my regular place, so I tried to go to like my backup place, and my backup place was was closed, even though they were supposed to be open at 9.
Oh yeah.
So then I had to go to a random place, and I mean, it's alright, it's decent, and it doesn't feel as good as the last time, but I'm not going to bash that company or anything.
No, like hair grows back in
Yeah.
a week or so. But anyways, we're glad that we do have a couple people here.
Yeah. Oh, geez. 9 dash makers?
Oh wow. Okay, well I think I have
2. Well, unless you're
I
counting
have
your...
2 regular ones. And then I bought one, and then we have the Texas one.
Oh, so that's 3 dash makers plus the dash egg thing.
Yeah. So I
Right?
love.
That's a dash?
Yeah, that's by Dash too. I love my hard-boiled egg maker from Dash. I know that like even the you guys are gonna laugh. I actually have like 3 Instant Pots. One is in the van.
Oh, that's right, for our camping.
So I have
It's
one
weird,
that,
but yes.
one that I just thought about it the other day. I specifically have one that I use for camping, and I have one that I use for whenever I make my dog's food.
Mm-hmm.
And then I bought us this new one, but the new one,
a smaller one, right?
the one in the van is smaller.
Yeah, the small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also, if you didn't know, we have a van that we turned into a camper van. So
Kind of. I haven't completed it yet.
we take that with us whenever we go camping,
Mhm.
and it's so versatile. Like, I mean, we've made tacos, we've made chili, we've made all kinds of things.
Yeah, we made a lot of good meals in
Mhm.
that little deal. Like, you'd be surprised at how clever you can get with a little Instant Pot.
Yeah,
when
because
you're
it can kind of do everything. In fact, remember whenever we were doing the remodel of the kitchen, and the kitchen was all torn up, and I had set up like a little
Oh,
Instant
yeah.
Pot over here
We
in
had
the
a
living
table
room.
over by the door.
Like we were surviving with the Instant Pot.
Like, you come in, it was like one of those assembly lines.
Yep,
You know, they
yep.
come in. Oh, I'll take whatever's in this Instant Pot and this.
Yeah. No, but it was. I
Just
mean, it
missing
was a
these
life.
things.
It was a lifesaver. I mean,
Yeah.
it really was very helpful. So, the new Instant Pot that I have is also like an air fryer, dehydrator, sous vide. Geez, I don't know. I think it does like 10 different things. I've never used every function on the Instant Pot, but I guess
The sous vide works well.
Oh, yeah,
and
we
I
have
was
used the
real
sous vide.
surprised. Yeah. I
I
don't
would-
think I have a video up of that.
You
in
do?
it, yeah.
I would be interested in trying the dehydrator just to see if we could possibly make like the carnivore crisp type things in there with some really thin sliced meat. But that's something to try. But I don't know. I've been torn because I feel like with that thing being the air fryer / Instant Pot, where you laughing at the dogs? Oh, it's my mom. Hey, mom.
But she says, "Hey, mom."
Oh.
Is the comment.
Hey. Good job, Mom. You figured it out. So, yeah, so the Instant Pot that I have now.
Buffering on that.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Heath.
No.
So, but anyway, so my Instant Pot, I use it all the time. I have 3 of them. I don't use 3 all the time, but like I said, it is cool. They're very versatile. I haven't really used the air frying feature yet in my new one though.
So first we'll go. Oh yeah, hey yo, cool kids. I can only hang a bit. The warden is on her way home. Then I need to unload the groceries.
Okay.
Yep, you stand out there ready.
Yeah,
You
you
get one
better
of
be
those-
you better be ready when she says I'm here. You better go.
Yeah, one of those big D rings, and you just strap all of the bags together, and then you have one.
Oh,
big
so you
giant
can make it
handle.
in one trip?
Yeah, one
yeah,
trip.
Yeah, well, myself as someone who does shipped grocery delivery, like as a little side, whenever you can get everything in one trip, it is so satisfying, right? Especially, which I tend not to do too many of, but if you do have to go to apartments to deliver groceries, yeah, that can be so helpful. But really what I have is like the reusable like thermal bags and things like that, and that works great too.
It looks like she has on my 4th air fryer. This one is the Ninja Smart Foodie Grill, has built-in meat thermometer.
Okay, I think I saw that, and I was
Didn't we see that at like J.C. Penney's?
no, I think we saw it maybe at Sam's. I'm not sure.
Jesus.
But I considered getting the Ninja, but I think that I was like, I use my Instant Pot all the time and I use my air fryer all the time. Let me get something that I would combine the two. And I've kind of been just using it as the Instant Pot and the sous vide. So I really hasn't been air frying, but I definitely need to get back into it because we used to make like sausage and bacon and all these things, although I do think it's a little better smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to try all those things, with the Instant Pot before. I mean, the air fryer before.
So she has an Instant Pot now that has a yogurt button. Made her first keto. How was that good?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
had to have been good.
I know there's a lot of steps and a lot of process in that, but it doesn't look too hard to do. But I think
I like yogurt.
it's not something that you'd be able to do like it's going to take like a day or two. I think that the cultures have to set up and do all of its thing or whatever, but it's something that we might be able to try. I think my older Instant Pot has a yeah, maybe there is a yogurt feature on there. I can't remember.
On the old one or the new one?
I think on the old one. I don't think there's one on the new one, but sometimes all the features on there intimidate me a little bit. So.
Oh, Marcy, hello. Hello. You
Oh.
want to buy a smoker. So my question is, what kind of smoker? Are you going like a stick, like a traditional wood, or are you looking at like the pellet?
Oh yeah, Hans has what kind of smoker do you
I
have?
only have an electric. So my next is going to be pellet because I want to leave it and do my thing. And that's what was nice about the electric. And I didn't want to spend the money at the time for a big giant pellet. And so we're like, well, we'll see if we smoke things first and then we'll use the electric. So now I'm on that fence of I'm going to probably pellet. But I was curious if, oh, you hear the dog.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So
Hey.
it sounds worse than what it is. They're wrestling around over there. But we did have a sick pup this week. Frankie had been sick. He went to the vet on Tuesday and just now is starting to kind of get back to his old self, and he's wrestling around with his sister and everything else. So, yeah. You see how it's buffering here?
That's on me, but
okay.
if you look on my fancy phone,
okay, cool.
that's like a clear, nice picture.
Okay, great. So, yeah, so they wrestle, but they...
Yeah, like bully wrestle.
Yeah.
But we're the pellet grill.
Yeah,
Did she
talk
say
about
what time?
your smoker.
Did she say, yeah, it's time for him is a big deal. TTK has a good recipe. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't think I've seen which type she was gonna do. But yeah, no, I'm excited. So the pellet smoker. So Pit Boss, right? So you have all the name brands or whatever, and Traeger. Traeger is costly, and I would love to get that Ironwood 885.
Are you pouting?
Yeah, 885. But that is $1,500, and I really don't want to shell $1,500 out. But Pit Boss has one. It's off of their competition series, and that I think it's around. I think that $600 mark. And I mean, that's a lot of money. It is. And, it'd be something that we would have to save for. But that's probably where I'll go next. And I'll start with pellet. And then if I want to feel traditional and be an elitist, I'll get the wood eventually. Let's see here. I graduated from stick burner to a pellet smoker. I love the easy bake oven. and that's what people
Oh, yeah.
do.
Does anybody remember, besides the Easy Bake Oven, that creepy crawler maker?
You want like a giant adult creepy crawler maker?
That actually would be pretty fun. You could make those 2KK gummy bears with the creepy crawler maker if we still had one. I don't know if anybody remembers that thing, but it was a lot of fun. It was like the Easy Bake Oven, but you made like worms and bugs and
just gross people out.
Yeah,
with it.
things like that.
Yeah, that's
in
crazy.
There. What's next?
Oh, Marcy. So yeah, I mean, if you're just jumping into smoking, your pellet is probably your most forgiving one. I wouldn't go with electric like I did. I don't think that was a good start for me. I think I should have just went to pellet. Um, but there's some out there like if that like I said that $600 range, at least here in Texas, it's Bluetooth compatible. So you can pretty much like set it and leave it and go on your way. That is adorable.
What is she
actually.
doing?
Oh my goodness. So
she's probably just trying to get closer and closer to the bacon.
yeah, that's what it is.
So she's like, I'm going to be cute.
With her anteater tongue.
Yeah, I'll be cute and nobody will notice.
Oh, air frying Annie, remember, is so funny. I remember those.
I really liked the creepy crawler maker, but you know.
Yeah. So I mean, that's Marcy. That's where I would go. Really? The Easy Bake Oven was trying to appeal to the boys?
Well, the creepy crawler probably
that's
was,
what it would be. It would be the creepy
which
crawler
is probably
for the boys.
why I like to play with it. Because
Which is just an oven with like a fake oven with a little.
It
light.
was pretty much just like the Easy Bake Oven, but it had molds in it where you would make bugs but they would come out gummy. I can't really remember if they were edible or not.
I need to see 2KK make their gummies with that then.
Yeah, like gummy worms,
Yeah.
right? That would be so cool.
Be like, here is a creepy crawly
That would be
keto
That would be
gummy.
right up my alley. But anyway, so I think Heath was saying he's got the older Instant Pot. I like to keep my older Instant Pot just for that reason, because you know there's things about it, the simplicity of it. Sometimes this new one gets a little bit intimidating.
Oh, see, he abbreviated it, and I wasn't smart enough to understand. When he said IP, I was thinking about like your computer IP address.
Get with it, man. IP.
I'm just not cool enough for that, am I?
So
I went nerd route and went to computer stuff. But yeah, no, that's pretty neat. As far as like things that are going on, we should be having another video coming out tomorrow about our wrap up. And I know we're a little bit behind on that, but with work and the doggo being sick and having to take care of him,
he's actually doing so well. Within like 24 hours of coming back from the vet, he really was getting pretty close to being back to his old self. And they've been running and playing and everything else. Hans actually smoked some bacon, and then this sausage is like a German sausage that we saved since we came back from Munster. Actually, we've had this sausage for a while.
Yeah, it's a German cheddar sausage.
Yep, German cheddar sausage. So Munster is a little town. It's in Texas. It's a lot of fun. What's going on?
Oh, he just said, sorry, I type in text speak.
Oh. Hey, I got it. I got it.
LOL.
But Munster's a pretty cool place if you ever want to go to like a German Fest or Oktoberfest.
I would do their German Fest. Their Oktoberfest was pretty small, and there wasn't many people there, or not many vendors. They did have good traditional music going on. I just didn't have my lederhosen by that time.
Yeah.
So the next one, though, I'll have my lederhosen.
But even the town itself has a lot of history.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Sean is commenting on my my coffee setup. They had so many like antique coffee canisters and because the town had a museum in it, and it's like they just perfectly preserved a kitchen from, I don't know exactly what year that would have been, but maybe like what, the 40s or 30s or 40s, and like all the stuff in it, and it was just so cool to walk through. But they had like a lot of historical memorabilia and everything like that. So even if you don't go for one of the festivals, it is kind of just a nice town to walk through and check out and everything like that. Similar to like, I would say like how Old Town Spring is in a way. You could walk through and see some shops, but there's a lot of like history there too.
It's like a lot of like the smaller town, old towns that you've gone to. What do you
Look at her.
She's just laying across all of us. But yeah, no, I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's one of my goals to do. So to go to all those little old towns and like take pictures.
Take pictures.
Just to like try to preserve some of Texas history. Even
I would
though
love to
I'm
do
not
that.
a native Texan.
I would love to do that too, but also stop at all the good barbecue joints on the way. And
Yeah.
I wish we could, like, have time to hit everywhere.
That's gonna be our next vacation. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2
No,
weeks
our
off
next-
so I can hit. Every
Actually, our
barbecue.
next vacation is going to be the 2023 low carb cruise.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we're probably not gonna take a vacation this year.
Yeah, I don't think we'll probably have one this year, and then yeah, we're just going to be working, working and working. We might get to do like a little day trip. Hopefully, we'll at least get one camping trip in. Like I got to get some camping in sometime this year.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, and then maybe
I really want to go to the.
I really want to go
the
to Big Bend.
Yeah, the Big Bend.
Mhm. Yep.
I
Me
just
too.
called it the Bend.
The Bend. And
Aaron Franny has a couple antique mugs. Oh, and bunches of others. Yes, I think if you're a coffee drinker, you probably have tons of others.
yeah. Well,
Or tea.
I really
Coffee or tea.
I really pared down a lot of the mugs. You know what's cool? My mom actually has a collection of Starbucks mugs from like, they're international. I mean, she's got them from all over the place. Dubai, where else? Amsterdam.
She has a New Mexico one now.
Oh yeah, we brought her a New Mexico one. Well, actually, I have a little one over there too.
See you later, Heath.
But yeah, my mom has some cool mugs, so it's always cool whenever she makes you a cup of coffee. You're like, oh, where am I going to be at today?
She makes like some of the best coffee.
True, Mom, you do make some great coffee. If you're still in here, you make some awesome coffee.
Oh no,
You dropped bacon. I'm sure that one of the dogs will find it.
nobody's seen it yet.
But yeah, so Mom, you make some awesome coffee. But I have more like antiques and things like this. A lot of this stuff was either things that came from my grandmother's house or little.
See you later, Rhonda. Good luck at the class.
Little things that I picked up along the way and just kind of put them all together. And I don't know what you call this style, but that's just my style, I guess. I guess because I have
Which
a lot
is
of.
my style.
Yeah, I kind of have. Well, it has to be, right?
Yep.
You
So
don't have a
it's-
choice.
Yeah. Really, there would be nothing on the walls or anything like
Yeah.
that, and I'd be sitting on an inflatable couch.
Mom, did we get her a California one?
No, remember we couldn't find one in California, like because we took the coastline.
So I will say this: when we went, that's true. When we were in California, I think we avoided Starbucks. No,
Yeah.
well, for the most
No.
part. One time we did have to make a Starbucks trip. I don't really like Starbucks that much. The mugs are
People might like
sorry.
it here.
the mugs are cool. It's just the
Oh, but she asked us she need, and
Uh-huh.
yes. Yeah.
but the mugs are cool. It's just the coffee is not my favorite. But
I'll show them my favorite mug.
oh yeah, Hans does have a pretty cool mug. But I pared down a lot of the mugs that I used to have, and now we kind of have
I'm
like
back. You can rest your head again.
oh,
This
that's cool, Shauna. That's cool.
is my favorite mug. It's like a camera lens,
Yeah.
but it's a mug. I got it for Christmas from somebody at work.
Sometimes when I see that thing, I forget. I'm like, Hans, why does
Why
Hans
why is
have
this
his
lens?
camera stuff in the kitchen? Like, what is going on? But yeah, that's a pretty cool mug because it
I
really
have an
does.
antiques 1940s
The
Morton
Morton
Salt
Salt.
Girl mug. Found that is cool.
Yeah, sometimes Starbucks to me just tastes burnt and bitter, but
It's probably because they're just
probably
using house coffee
yeah.
and
I not
throwing
yeah.
some stuff in it.
Yeah. But so she's in Napa Valley.
Really, you're in Napa Valley, so you'll know where I am from, which is a town called Winters,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I grew up. And my parents currently are at they moved from Winters and they live on Bethel Island now. So that's really cool. So I'm pretty sure that I know where you're at at that
I have
point.
now been to California twice.
Well, she actually passed kind of by it, not really. We took coastal. So like we had to go inland, right? And so you're going into Bethel Island,
Mhm.
Brentwood, and stuff like that. And then we cut down into San Jose, San Francisco, and then took the entire one down. So that was good.
Yeah. So and I really like the area. I'm still trying to figure out the beaches because it was cold.
Well, and like all of the scenery on there. She had the marine layer time, so
Yeah,
like
that's true.
that's
We
all
took
it was.
we took Highway 1 and I'm like, why do people like this so much? It's all foggy and like you can't see anything and the water is cold. Why do people like this? But you know, I grew up on the Gulf of Mexico. The water is warm and
Mm.
what is the
So
nut tree?
yes, oh my goodness,
What is the
nobody
nut
knows
tree?
about the nut tree. So that it's, well, I guess it's kind of there, but it's no longer there. So it's like 15 minutes. That town is 15 minutes from the nut tree. And when we said we used to go into town, we would go into Vacaville, and in order to get there, you pass the nut tree. That is crazy. Wow, I haven't heard the nut tree in a long time.
But what is it? Like
So
what
the
is
nut
it?
tree is, it's like, it was a little shopping center, right?
Okay.
And like basically it just shut down, and I think they opened a big newer one. So you know where we went to the gas station before we went to Winters?
When we all had to make a potty break.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and across the street or across the freeway would be where Nut Tree was.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty neat. That is really cool. So yeah, take the 505 right on up. But I think they're known for well, Winters would be known for Mariani nut.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So she said they changed the big nut tree sign.
Yeah, it's man.
But remember when we were there, there was like some fires or something that had just been going on too.
Oh, there's fires everywhere.
Oh, okay, okay.
So every year, so she's from Napa Valley. That's gonna, she knows the concern. Like you can just drive down 80 or drive up 505 and you'll just see burnt. I tell everybody in the summer that it's either brown or it's burnt.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I mean,
Oh, really? Both sides of the freeway have lots of shopping. Yeah, like we only passed through it to go see where I grew up, is what I showed her. But I really haven't been in there, and I mean, I still have friends over in
Your
Vacaville,
brothers.
and I think some moved to Fairfield, and
Your brothers.
some stayed home or in Winters. But
You're
yeah,
Frank. Hey, Louie.
that
Bud.
seemed. I mean, it became a commuter world, right? So everything's getting close to close.
You want to make an appearance? Your head.
Yeah, so Winters always had that buckhorn grill. That was always in there. They actually have across the street from Buckhorn is
Hi, everybody.
oh Louie is Pewter Creek Cafe, and Pewter Creek Cafe was actually in what is that dine-ins, dives, and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that or whatever show that is, but that was in that and listed as one of the good places, and you ate there. Actually.
Yeah, that place was good. Oh, where did we go this summer? When we were, was it when we went through Bakersfield and we stopped at the last Woolworth diner? Was that what it was? Woolworth's?
Yeah, Woolworth.
That
yeah.
place was pretty cool too, but that was in Bakersfield.
Yeah. No, so that, man, it's a small world. We just got all of
We've
the dogs.
got all the dogs.
Except for Frankie.
I think pretty soon we're going to have to just give them their own chairs up
Yeah.
here and let them
I'll have to get a wider angle lens.
Yeah. Well, we have all the we're missing one dog, but he's wandering around. Oh, he's down here. He's probably sulking.
Hey, Shelly, how are you?
Hey. So, but yeah, that Woolworths place was really cool. Kind of impromptu. I made Hans make a stop.
We were looking for something that wasn't like fast foody, and like we were just Googling stuff because we found a dog park for Louie and Frankie.
Yeah.
And excuse me, and we were like, man, we're hungry. Let's find somewhere.
Yeah. So, and unfortunately, when I was there, they had told me that they were going to be closing that Woolworths in like a month or two. So I'm not for sure if that actually ended up happening, but they said that they were going to sell it, and like the new owner was going to close it. I don't know, but it was really cool. The food was really good. I mean, you just sit there and watch them. They're cooking it, pretty much right in front of your face. Pretty simple stuff like burgers and what have you. But
well, I stayed in the truck with the dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to go in there. 80 pounds of dog food, Shelly? Man, oh man, you never have to go anywhere.
I
It'll
don't
last
know.
you a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say 80 pounds is a
Man.
good amount, but
You have water down
that
there.
might be like a month or so's worth of food.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, but yeah. So I went on a trip this past summer to California and the previous summer to California,
Right.
and those were both my first two times to ever go to California, and I really liked. It's kind of weird because I did like that hippie place that we went to.
Oh, where we stay, the Airbnb?
Yeah, but do
Yeah.
you remember the name of that place? Like it was near Joshua Tree.
No, I don't remember the name of it. I just know that it was
It was different.
old time hippies, man.
Yeah,
it wasn't,
yeah, it was
wasn't
different.
new age hippies. It was old time hippies that had an Airbnb and like
If you ever
their
wanna
own art gallery.
If you're ever feeling adventurous and you want to stay somewhere that's different than like a regular Airbnb, what is the name of that site that I pulled that up off of?
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
It's similar to Airbnb, but it's for like camping. So you can find like different. Like if you wanted to stay in a yurt, you can find a yurt. If you wanted to stay out on a,
Was it Camp Host?
I
don't
can't.
think I have the app.
I
anymore.
can't remember, but like you can literally put like if you want to just camp where in the middle of nowhere, you can find places like that, and we actually utilized it quite a bit because
Yep.
when we went to Nevada, we camped out in the literally
Soda Lake.
Soda Lake in the desert next to I guess that's former ash from a volcano or whatever. Like we were right there, and yeah, we're camping on somebody else's property, but like they set you up. They're like, cool, you're checked in, and then you don't really see or
you don't
hear
see
from them
It's
at
like
all.
you're there alone. I mean, like we didn't have any other campers there
Yeah.
or anything. It was just us. It was probably that time of year.
Louis, why don't you look very happy? Look at his face.
Louis.
Louis butt. This is the goodest boy.
The goodest boy. Mhm.
Moxie is the anteater.
Man, I can't believe ours in Napa closed 10 years ago.
Yeah, I
Hotel
get
in the room service.
I get it. Camping is not for everybody. Personally, I like to primitive camp, and I know that's not everybody's jam. But like we primitive camped all over the place this summer.
Yeah, I've been trying to convince her to do a trailer instead of the van that we have.
I would be okay with us doing like a little pop up or something like that. Something that's easy. I am not the back up a big RV kind of person. I'm not a big back up a boat kind of person. I barely even like backing up my Jetta. So that's a big RV is probably not going to be my cup of tea. But I wouldn't mind actually I would really enjoy getting a pop up and redoing it, remodeling it, and then going wherever because you can hook it up to the truck, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, March says she's a glamper. So my parents are too. They bought a big old RV.
Yeah,
that
I don't think I can convince my mom to get it into an RV or go
every
camping.
weekend, my mom sends me pictures. And so they bought a trailer for this RV.
Yeah.
And they put that Honda 4-wheel thing on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I got pictures of them balancing it on a rock.
They have a
and
lot of
making
fun.
a jump. But I get these pictures every single
Right.
weekend. Like, hey, Hans, look what we're doing as I'm at work, sweating and slaving away.
Come here, Frank.
Oh no, 25 years ago and it's horrible and never again? Oh my goodness. So yeah, no,
Look who it
when I
is.
was a kid, I would go hunt camping with my dad.
Louis. Okay.
They got water down there, don't they?
Yeah.
And it seemed like every time we went, it would be rainy and miserable and stuff like that. And so we started calling them misery trips. And so for a long time there, when me and my dad would go out, we would just make that misery trip. And I mean, flooded tents and the whole thing. You got
So,
something?
so let just picture this. Say if we were to get a camper, we could have like a keto camper.
Keto camp?
We could
Isn't
do a
there
keto
already
camp.
a
We
keto
could,
camp?
yeah. No, I don't know if there is a keto camp. Hi, Frank.
I think it'd be a lot harder to be keto in a camper. I mean, we can probably do it, yeah.
No, it wouldn't be hard to be keto in a camper. We
No?
took our Blackstone with us everywhere we can.
What about s'mores? You can't have s'mores.
I don't eat s'mores anyway.
Oh, well.
But anyway, oh, Patty.
Pouting? You being emo over there, Frankie face?
But no, I think that it would be cool actually. Well, I guess I'd be camping by myself because you guys don't like camping, but like a keto camp trip would be cool to me, and we could sit around and tell stories by the campfire.
Keto campfire?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. Air Frying Annie said it involved flattened air mattress. Okay. Broken tent zipper. That sucks. High altitude sickness. That is no joke. And bears. Oh my.
So I will say, I agree. I think it's easier to keto in the RV. I think it's easy. We took the Blackstone with us everywhere we went.
That's true.
We have like a smaller Blackstone, the adventure ready one, and not very much longer. So tomorrow she has she's going to the vet tomorrow for her big girl vaccine. She gets a rabies shot tomorrow.
But she won't fit in my lap long. She's already as big as these
She
boys.
has,
Or at least as tall.
she has like doubled in size. I swear this last week. It's crazy.
Look
She's
how comfortable she is
she's
here.
still like, this dog has the craziest like personality and demeanor. I asked Hans yesterday. I said, if she was still in the situation that she was in, like, she came from a bad situation. Do you think she would still have the same personality, or did she just develop this personality because
The other dogs and us.
she's just had it like so good? So Hans made some smoked bacon in the smoker and some German sausage, German cheddar sausage. You know what? I didn't get to eat any of that sausage.
Yeah, that's not. I left you one.
Thank you. I'm glad that I noticed. No,
I was about to attack it.
I like the sausage, but the bacon, especially the fatty pieces of bacon, it is so good. But yeah, Moxie is getting huge, and she's like a little noodle. Like, I don't know how to explain it. She just wiggles her body around, and she just like flops around, and like she just has the funniest little personality.
See that tail in the
Yeah, she beats you with her tail. These guys, we don't have to worry about the tail like beating us up. But like she's happy. She beats you with that tail, and it's only going to get worse, you guys, because she's a boxer. She's going to get so tall and so big. But she is so sweet. She has the sweetest little personality, but she also doesn't take anything off from Frankie and Louie. Like, she has put them in their place since day one. You gonna get that sausage? He's a good boy. He probably, if we weren't looking, he probably would take it.
She'll do it while we look.
Yeah, she's gonna try to get inch closer and closer and get that anteater tongue going and then try to snatch it. But she's really a sweet dog. Very good with potty training so far. Like
it was a couple of days and she was going out in the grass.
Not to say that we don't really have an accident here or there. That's honestly probably, I mean, in comparison to Frankie and Louie, love you guys, but don't listen to this. They were not the best at potty training.
Did you just hear muffled Frenchie?
Yeah. They were hard to potty train. They are stubborn. They don't really care too much about like pleasing us and making us happy. They like to do their own thing, and so potty training them was a little bit harder. She just she took right to it. I don't know. Honestly, when she came to us, she may have never even been inside a house before. I'm not real sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, she thinks she is a big lap dog. And what's gonna happen when she grows full size? Is she still gonna be a lap dog? Like Hans and I this year, well, actually last year, we upgraded to a king size bed. We'd always had a queen size bed. And we're like, oh my gosh, we have all this extra space now. Even with Frankie and Louie. Nope. And it's just going to get worse because she just hops right up in there in the middle of it. So, yes, come to Texas and we'll all have another big meetup.
Yeah, we're right down the street from Heath and Shelley, so let's go.
So, let me see if I can get Frankie to join because he keeps acting sad. Frankie face. You want to make your video debut? Come here. Come here, Frankie.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Let's see here. Let's see, Delilah and Samson. Yep.
So
they have to do it now.
Yep.
I want to see your guys' big lap dogs.
This is Frankie face. I don't know why now he's acting nervous.
Well, it's camera shy.
Is he being camera shy?
I don't know what to do with the
Yeah.
hands.
Look at it. Look at his little bandit face. So Frankie's dad was actually named Zorro. So as you can see, he's got the little mask on his face. But this is Frankie face. The other Frenchie is Louie Butt, Louie Spud Bottom, and then we've got Miss Moxie.
Moxie Mutt.
Moxie Mutt, the anteater. So
yeah, no, it's
Mom, you get to see all your grandpups if you're still watching the live.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. And Frankie was sick.
That's my girl.
Frankie was sick this week, but he's feeling a whole lot better.
Yep.
And Miss Moxie goes tomorrow to the vet to get all her big girl shots, and then she can socialize and be, out there with the rest of the dogs. We couldn't take her to the dog park until she finally gets all her vaccines. And then shortly after that, she is going to be getting spay surgery coming up sometime.
Yeah, as soon as we can schedule it on a day off and maybe have a couple days off so we're here for that time.
Yeah, like when we had the boys neutered, one of them acted like you couldn't even tell anything had happened.
Do anything.
And then the other one, Frankie's kind of like a drama queen.
He had the cone on, right? So, they don't do anything with the stitches, and he wouldn't walk.
Yeah.
He would just
Yeah.
Come on, Frankie.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was being very overly dramatic, and the thing about the French Bulldogs, what they told me is that, they really don't necessarily need the cone because they can't reach to lick and everything anyway. Yeah. But we put them in like little 3-month-old, or maybe it was 5-month-old onesies, and so we could take off the cone off of them. But I think on a female dog, a spay surgery is a lot harder. So once we find out tomorrow when the vet really recommends for her to go ahead and get that done, then we'll be scheduling that soon.
Look, Air Fry and Annie was talking about getting the California mug for your mom.
Oh, yeah. So my mom does not have I don't think she has a California. My mom hasn't even been to California. I don't think so. Has she? Right? Mom, you haven't been to California?
We didn't take her. We didn't go with her.
I know. She needs to go.
Well, she could just stay at my parents' house.
Yeah.
It's a vacation there anyway.
Yeah. So, and you know what? Like, I know Hans's family would love it if we moved back to California.
Well, my dad tried to get you a job while we were there. He's like, hey, why don't you come work for us over here? And then bring Hans, and, we'll find him a job eventually, but I'll give you one.
Yeah,
My dad offered her a job and not me.
Like, I just don't know if I can leave Texas, guys. Like, I love Texas. No. But, it's great to visit, so we'll always be, available to come visit, but I just don't know if I can move there. Plus, your beaches are cold. Who goes to the beach?
I really like, but it's not muddy water. Oh, that's your sausage.
You can have my sausage.
Thank you.
That's fine. Oh, she can't get. My mom can't get past Las Vegas. Well,
That made it sound like you have a gambling
yeah,
problem.
it does. So, what do? We both work in retail.
Yeah. I'm management and retail, and then
Mhm.
obviously my photographer stuff is my side gig.
Yes.
So it's like 2 jobs, so I'm working quite a few hours every week.
I work in grocery retail, so I'm sure everybody knows what big company we have here in Texas. I'm not going to go into naming names, but I'm sure you guys can figure out which grocery retailer I work for in Texas, and I shop for people. I shop for other people. So if you're ever wondering, like, man, how is Nicole such a good shopper? Well, that's what I do all day.
Yeah.
With us working grocery retail management jobs, like, you can only imagine how our schedules tend to be. We're kind of like passing each other. I work very early. All but one day a week I work like a mid shift or kind of like a closing shift. But other than that, I work 4:45 in the morning till about like 1:30 in the afternoon.
And mine's sporadic. It's anywhere from 8, 9 to 7, or 7 to 5, or 1 to 11.
So, oh my gosh.
What did I
She's
miss?
talking about the cold beaches.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, yeah. So I think she said Washington.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Washington. Yeah, those are cold. Like the further you get up, the colder it gets.
I can imagine Washington. In my mind, I think of it as being similar to how when we were going down the coast and everything was like kind of foggy and cold and everything. That's just what I imagine.
Like, because I want to take you to the redwoods.
Yeah.
What I want to do is take you coastal going up, and if I take you coastal going up, you'll see the change from the Southern California where it's all the beachy stuff, and then it starts to get into the rocky, tree-like coastal stuff.
When
the water gets cold.
When we stopped at the beach, where did we stop? Was it?
I took you to Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz. So we did. We stopped in Santa Cruz. I dipped my toe in the water. It reminds me a lot of like floating the Frio or something like that. It's cold. And I can handle that water if it's also like 100 degrees outside like it is here in Texas when you're floating the Frio.
If we went at a certain time, then you would have just loved to go into it. But not in the morning when it's...
Yeah, it's cold in the morning. But you know what? When we did this camping trip this summer, our coldest morning was actually in New Mexico. It got down in the 30s, and that was in September. And
but we
were not prepared.
We were not prepared. We thought it was going to be hot, right?
Yeah.
And then so we didn't bring like real sleeping bag. We're like, oh, we'll just bring tons of blankets. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I thought I overpacked with the blankets.
And we didn't have enough blankets. But we used an air mattress. So what ended up happening was, since we just have like a sheet down over the air mattress, then the air in the air mattress got to the air temperature, and it just got cold.
See how Heath is saying that they had a great time driving up the Pacific coast?
Yeah.
I would like my mom to do that.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
So I think
you take a little like convertible Miata, wear the scarves, you and your mom.
What?
Flying in the wind. All right. I grew up in Olympic Peninsula of Washington State. I got some distant cousins that live somewhere out in Washington. I couldn't even tell you where. But they have a wedding venue, I think.
I have some distant cousins living in Arkansas, and if you guys are watching, hey. Most of my family is in Arkansas and Texas.
I've only been to Washington once. And that's when I had to go back to get reevaluated for the injuries from the Army.
Mm-hmm.
To see if they were going to put me either back in rotation or put me on the permanent disability list. And that's the only time that I went to Washington. I flew in, I taxied to where I needed to go, I got seen, I taxied back to the airport, and I flew away. But like,
Why
what
did
I
they
did
specifically do it in Washington?
see, it was I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I think maybe that was like where their regional thing was, but it was crazy because the area was just like gravel
Mm-hmm.
and like portable units, and you got seen in one of those. Maybe it was makeshift. I don't know because it was a long time ago. But
Mark,
it's all right. I don't think anybody's at the door.
I don't think anybody's there. No. Oh, so Marcy, we actually did a video today, this morning, for our February recap, and not to give a spoiler, but we did both have some loss in February. It wasn't nearly as much as we did in when we were strictly doing BBB&E.
But there was something there, so that's
yeah,
good.
so that was a great thing, and we're just gonna keep on doing our our thing. I'm gonna pretty much do a whole month of keto and see how I feel and decide whether or not I'm gonna go back to what is this?
All right, ma'am, you need to get down. You're out of control.
But I'm going to do a whole month of keto this month, and basically from there evaluate whether or not I want to go back to something as strict as BBB&E, or if I'm going to stay keto. I'm going to do ketovore. I don't know. There's so many labels. I recently watched Nisha's video about how she hates the labels. I hate all these labels too. It gets confusing. It gets to where it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Or whatever.
I'm going to stay what we did this month, whatever you want to label that. And I think that's
yeah,
what
we were BBB&E a lot of days, but there was some flexibility in there. We had some keto days, but we didn't go overboard with keto. We didn't have any keto treats, everything like that.
Are you familiar with the book movies of Twilight? Eye roll.
Yes.
Forks is where I grew up. Oh, that's cool. That's actually pretty neat. Because, like, at least in the video or the movie, I didn't watch it, I swear.
I watched. So my mom and my sister made me go watch the Twilight movie in the movie theater.
Hey, Bluegrass Girl Goes Keto, how are you doing? Oh, there's a parentheses. I could have gotten shorter away with
Oh.
Sarah MC.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for showing up. We appreciate it.
I wonder if she knows about the Steel Drivers. Bluegrass. Is that kind of like in the same?
I guess.
Genre?
I mean, you
Is
can
it
run it into bluegrass. It's not traditional bluegrass. It's more. Of
Yeah,
your,
it's not traditional. I don't know what I'm thinking. It's
It's
not.
like your folky red dirt type.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to a concert on next week on what, Thursday, Friday? I don't remember. On the 11th.
The 11th. That's
We're
all.
going to see a
all I
band
know.
called the Steel Drivers.
Yeah.
Some people would really have no earthly clue who they are.
I would at least recommend that you listen to a song.
They are a Grammy-winning band, and the musicians in that band are awesome, but that is actually Chris Stapleton's former band.
Mm.
So,
Ready, set, keto.
yeah, welcome, guys.
Hello.
Who thinks I'm going to get that last piece of bacon?
I pushed it over there.
I mean, it's only...
That doesn't mean anything. I put the
It's only
I put the
right.
sausage
I
over
gave
there,
him the
too.
last piece of sausage. Shouldn't I get the last piece of bacon? Jeez.
It's ridiculous.
Shelly and Heath, you guys would have laughed so much. I had to talk Hans off the ledge of going to Corkscrew today.
Oh yeah. Like, we talked about it earlier, but like I laid it on thick.
Yeah, like he was trying to give me the look. I was like, look, man, it was late. It was late in the day.
I was like, this is what I want. I want brisket in my mouth.
I was like, look, let's go home.
Look,
Oh, she
you
does
have
know who they
somebody that can share in it. Yeah.
Will you check on Frankie?
yeah.
I think-
I'll check. You keep talking.
I think he's given the signal of I need to go potty. Ma'am, are you trying to join again? You trying to join us? I'm gonna sneak this last piece of bacon since Hans stepped away. But yeah, so I had to talk Hans away from going to Corkscrew today. I was like, we have food at home. let's just eat at home. He was like, we can at least just drive by. We can drive by and we can see if they're even still open, if they have anything left, if they're not sold out. I'm like, yes, we could take a left and go to Corkscrew. I need you there. So unfortunately, this Saturday, I'm going to be working.
What?
Oh, Shelly was saying we could go to meet at Corkscrew Saturday at 10. What, I'm working and you have a photo shoot?
Saturday I have a vendor fair.
But yeah, I'll be at work.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be at a vendor fair, and I thought it would be kind of a neat idea because you never really see photographers at vendor fairs.
Yeah.
And so I thought maybe I could sell some of my prints on there, and I'm gonna make a little like portrait thing, like, hey, 20 minutes, you get 3 edited pictures for a certain amount of money, because I'm not gonna talk about the money part, but yeah.
What's rapid fire pizza? That sounds amazing.
No dough pizza salad.
Oh, I wonder if that's like, you know how whenever we got that pizza bowl from Marco's Pizza?
Maybe.
I wonder
that
if
was
it's
good.
like that, yeah.
Oh, but I'll show them one of the pictures that I was trying to...
You know Hans works really close to Tejas.
I do, it's down the street.
It's down the street from where he works. I can't remember my schedule for next Saturday, but I think I'm working too. Actually, I am working.
I'll be working next Saturday. I just have that vendor fair this Saturday, and then Sunday I am at a photo shoot. But this is like, we're trying to put it together and they're a little bit crooked. But this is what I'm going to try to end up doing, is like just in my booth or whatever, do like that kind of stuff. And then just,
Mom, I don't even know if you remember or recognize.
Oh yeah, those are both
But those
from
came from
her house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see how it works out, and if it works out, then maybe we'll do another one, and then I'll take her with me, but she'll sell her little beer can cactus that she does.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. So I do. So today, actually, I'm gonna be after our live, I'm gonna go pick up some plant starters. I'm gonna try to get into growing some of our own vegetables. I have had some experience doing that in the past, but I haven't really done it here because I've been much more involved in growing cactus and succulents. But unfortunately, and I'm sure everybody in the world has had a plant die on them or whatever, but when you've had a plant that you've had for like a few years and it dies on you because of a freeze, it hurts. It hurts your soul, right? And so, remember you caught the picture because it only blooms at night. You caught it at night. So, so we had, our snowpocalypse 2021, and we actually did move in quite a bit of my plants during that freeze.
But the next one we didn't.
But I still lost plants and everything, and my mom can kind of attest to how we were talking about this earlier today, how it makes you feel. I probably had close to 100 plants, no lie.
It was a cactus, a cacti jungle.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And I was able to share cuttings and clippings. I created like a little plant swap within the neighborhood and everything like that. But when your plants start dying, it affects you. So, what I'm going to start, I have not done the hydroponic starts.
Then transplant to soil.
I have done some propagation of succulents, but not in a hydroponic kind of way. So my mom can attest to this too, because we were talking about it today. It hurts you, and so like I lost a lot more in our last freeze, and I probably could have put more of an effort into moving the plants inside. I do feel a little bit guilty about that, but we had a lot of stuff going on, new puppy, everything like that, and I just kind of was like, ugh. So I feel feel like I've lost about 90% of my plants.
It's pretty close. I mean, there's some still out there that made it through, but I think the ones that meant the most are no longer.
Well, I would say probably what means the most, honestly, is my prickly pear, and that's not really going to go anywhere. But
Right.
that was a transplant from my grandmother's house,
Where it gets cold.
Yeah, and
it
it's
gets
just
hot.
thrived and it's done well. But beyond that, I've got to kind of start over, and I'm not going to go as big as I used to.
I haven't seen doing hydroponic with succulent cuttings. I've seen it with other plants, but
you
not
technically could root succulents in water.
Oh, okay.
You can do that, but I haven't. I've tried it. In fact, I had these tiny little jars that I put a little bit of water in, and then I would just put like one of the leaves in there, and the roots do grow down towards the water. That is, I don't want to bore you guys too much with plant talk because I could definitely go on and on. But so anyway, what I'm going to do whenever our live is finished, I am going to go pick up a few starts. I'm going to get just some Roma tomatoes, some peppers, some tomatillos, things like that. We're kind of limited to what we can actually eat on keto, but I would love to make my own salsa. And so another thing is we're considering maybe kind of starting a little seed bank, maybe just trying to grow a few more of our own vegetables. Right. I would like to get some chickens in the backyard, but
HOA.
We do live in a HOA, and unfortunately, we live next to the loudest neighbor on the block.
Very, very loud.
But he would be the one that would complain about us having a chicken.
Right.
So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there are no silent chickens. But I would love to have, some chickens in the backyard maybe one day. I
bet you they'd have delicious eggs.
Don't make me sad. But yesterday I did get 5 agaves, and I mean, you guys, like I even had like some very rare cactus. I even had honestly, some of those survived. Some of them are okay. It's not all of them. But, and maybe one day I'll give you guys like a garden tour. I don't know if anybody would really be, excited to see that. But I'm going to get back into it, but I'm not going to go as hardcore into it as I was. Last year I did do some volunteering with, the Mercer Arboretum Society. And
I take pictures there.
And it's a great place if you live in the Houston area. I definitely recommend checking it out. You think that one's going to show up? This picture is really awesome. If I don't know if you know about what do you call it, astrophotography?
Yeah, but it's star trails.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured that would do good too.
Yep.
And I passed by it, and so I had to show it because I'm proud of that one.
Where did you take that one at? Do you remember?
That one is outside of Taos, New Mexico.
Yeah, when we were in New Mexico. Yeah, that trip, that actual camping night is always going to be stuck in my mind because
that's the cold night.
That's when we woke up in the middle of the night and we were like,
we need to leave.
we were so cold. We ripped down the tent and threw everything in the back of the truck and just left. We didn't put things up where they were supposed to go.
Yep. I just threw it all into the back of the truck. We just
had to throw it in the truck and go. And we were camped out, primitive camping, literally in the desert. Yeah. So as you can see in the picture, we were actually in the desert. The dogs came home red from the dirt.
So we are here, Ready Set Keto. Moved to a township about 1.5 years ago, hoping for chickens this year.
I hope that you.
I really wish you lived close, because
Yeah.
then I would just come and beg for eggs.
Yeah, I should. I mean, should I just do it? I don't know.
Everybody vote for a garden tour.
Yeah, and I was talking about the chickens. Should I just get the chicken?
Just get them anyways. Be like, ask for forgiveness and permission for chickens. And the lights getting knocked around.
So if everything comes crashing down, it's not because we're having an earthquake down here in Houston. It's because these dogs are just going nuts right now underneath the table, and bumping into lights and everything else.
Let's see here. What's next? My niece worked at a nursery through high school and is now a landscape architect major.
That is really cool. My mom is a
UC Berkeley.
my mom,
Hey, banana slugs, let's go.
my mom is a Texas A&M master gardener with a really cool greenhouse out at her place. Actually, Hans has a pic. Remember that you got a picture of the greenhouse?
I
kind of
do,
thing at night,
but
I
I
don't
would
think you
have
a big
to.
one like
Maybe
that,
we can
right?
put it on a video or something because I do have it, and it is pretty
And
neat.
he does have a website for his
did I skip
photography.
that?
It's the next one.
Oh, okay.
Shelley was asking.
Oh yeah, so I do. It's Hepcat Photos. It's HEPKAT Photos. Little Hepcat. Like I'm a cool cat. It's a jazz thingy.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know like what a
Anyways,
or ska and things like that. I don't know.
It's that. I'm on Instagram and I have that as a website. It's just hepcat.com and the Instagram is just at Hepcat Photos. It's hepcatphotos.com.
Yeah, I know. I will need a rooster, and the roosters are what is loud.
So if I go out there now, right,
Maybe-
and I just start crowing myself.
Yes, maybe
and then
if you just start
work it up.
preparing the neighbors, so they kind of get used to it.
I could be like Rufio from Hook.
Okay.
I get the little Rufio hair and everything.
Yeah, sure. And then when the HOA police start knocking on the door, I'll be like, that's just my husband.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
and I'll
just-
just be like Rufio. Oh.
That's what he does. That's his how he does his self-care.
As a sophomore, a full scholarship. That's good. To get into Berkeley on a full scholarship, that's amazing. But I think I skipped somebody. Okay, she's talking to the warden. I didn't skip it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think I will get back into doing my plants and my gardening and everything like that. It takes a lot of work. It also, does KoolKid have a backstory? Not really.
Like, I was a starving child and I was hungry. And then one day I come to realize that I was keto.
Oh, really? Okay. There you go.
No. So, I mean, as
What
far,
the heck?
as far as backstory, I guess, it's personal stories. Hold on, let me calm the dogs down.
Hey.
Kids, please stop.
It's the Royal Rumble in here.
Yeah, you guys are tearing it up.
So, I don't really have like a real true backstory to that. I was just like...
I went into a video about mine a little bit. I was in the army.
No, I think what they're asking is like,
Or
is
like
the
us.
name KoolKid have
No.
like any kind of meaning?
No,
or
I'm not the cool
significance?
kid. She's the cool kid, and I just hang out.
That's kinda true.
If that's what we're talking about, if the name. But as far as like anything,
I mean, if my mom is here, she would at least vouch that I'm the cool kid, right?
We almost named our new dog Rufio. You should have named it Rufio because every time I came by, I would just yell it like that, and you would have to like crow, and then do the little. But
But no, I don't think that there's any like real significance. But like, I don't know.
we were chunky and we didn't want to be chunky, and then we realized that it was a lifestyle, and then.
But that has something to do with being a cool kid.
Oh no.
So where is he going?
I don't know where I'm going with that then.
Sorry.
See, I'm not the cool kid. It just proves it right there.
Like Hans and I, our personalities actually are very opposite of each other.
I'm the loud social one.
I am the cool kid. I'm the quiet cool kid,
Cool
kind
kid
of,
adjacent.
like the observing one. Like as Shelley and Heath pointed out, like whenever we went to Corkscrew, Hans is out there like talking and making friends with everybody and socializing with everybody. And don't get me wrong, I enjoyed talking to Shelley and Heath, but I was sitting there like just kind of observing and checking everything out. Oh, my mom said I'm cool. See? See, there you go. There you go.
Hey, J-Dog. Hello, Bastos Los.
So, yeah, but no, there's no real significance or whatever. But you guys are all cool kids. You're part of our cool kid club. You're part of the gang. We're all KoolKid Keto, right? I don't know.
Everybody's cool.
But that's why we start every video with saying, "Hey, cool kids," because really, I think you guys are the cool kids. We're we're kind of dorky and awkward.
Right. Well, it's just
on
how
video.
it goes. Yeah.
But
These kids, man. I'm gonna open that door again.
okay, yeah, they
Hey, kids. Calm
Yeah.
down, please.
dogs. Gotta love them, especially in my videos. I feel like if Hans was making his own video,
They'd be asleep.
they'd be snoozing and whatever, but because Mom is not like, holding on to them or sitting on the couch with them or whatever, they've just got to, duke it out. But let's see. I'm glad that you made it too, J-Dog. Like, this is only our second live. We are some awkward kids on the live, and we didn't really come in with a plan or anything to talk about. We've just kind of been, going with the flow. So
I think our word of the day was we'll wing it.
Yeah, we'll wing it.
And if we have to, we'll ask questions of would you rather.
So, yeah. Oh, man. You just made me think of the First Will Feast thing again with the wings. The hot wing challenge thing.
Why did
I
that make
don't
you
know.
think of it?
I keep thinking like, so in our video that'll be coming out probably tomorrow, you'll hear me say that I watched this show called At First We Feast, and like the most recent episode had Dave Grohl on it, and it's like a hot wing challenge. It would be great for pepperheads. I'm mild pepperhead. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm not. I could never take it all the way to 10, but I just think that would be so cool if we could all just have like a wing challenge with each other. I don't know why. I just think that would be like so awesome. It's pretty much keto. Well, I mean, some of those hot sauces could potentially not be keto, but for the most part, they're all keto. I love Dave Grohl, but that show is really cool. Oh, so my food prep. So I actually have a whole. It took me a while, but I have a whole video of me prepping the first week of food. So for my first week, I did the salsa verde pork chops. I did a popcorn. What the heck? Jalapeno popper chicken salad, and what was the poblano chicken soup. That soup is so good. It reminds me a lot of like a white chicken chili type of thing. Not as thick. It is more soupy, but the flavor is just really, really good. So
J-Dog just got back from the eye surgeon. First meeting today. First cataract surgery on my left eye is now scheduled for the 14th. I can't wait till that's over. Get a bionic eye. Dude, hopefully you can do like thermal and infrared and stuff like that, because that would be neat.
yeah.
I'd be like, hey, let's go hunting, and we're going to go hunt pigs here in Texas.
Oh, see, look, Heath said that they did the Hot Ones Wing Challenge. See, I just love that idea.
We'll have to watch that video.
But yeah, like, I love Dave Grohl. I saw the Foo Fighters back in like the early 90s. They opened for Rage Against the Machine. That's how long ago it was. But yeah, I love the Foo Fighters.
They're fighters of Foo?
Yeah. No, did you hear how he kind of said that he came about that name because he's a big alien buff?
Well, yeah, because the pilots used to see the lights and everything, and they called them Foo Fighters.
Sorry, guys, I don't want to nerd out on music and musicians.
You're already
and everything
telling everybody that you love him, and I'm sitting right next to you.
Yeah, I also I've told other musicians to their face that I loved them before too. It was very awkward. Chris Cornell. Yeah, I love you too.
That's terrible.
But yeah.
Friday says if you get a thermal and infrared eye, you can cook meat.
That would actually be really cool. Like you could like just cook anytime that you want to, right? Like you just go around and like if you're like, man, I'm kind of hungry right now, you could just warm yourself up some bacon. But what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I forgot.
Besides loving these musicians,
I'm blushing a little bit, but
you are. What the hell?
sorry, man. I really love Chris Cornell. But yeah, Dave Grohl's amazing. Watch that one. J-Dog, what I was going to tell you, I had LASIK eye surgery. So I have laser eyes.
Except for you still have starburst.
Yeah, I wouldn't. So I don't know entirely if I would recommend LASIK eye surgery to anybody. And maybe at least if you're younger. I did it when I was close to 40, and so they kind of told me like, hey, this isn't gonna last forever. And what ended up happening is, like, I've always had really crummy vision. I have bad astigmatism in both eyes and everything like that. And so I was like, let me go ahead and look into this LASIK eye surgery. I never thought that I could do it just because of how bad my astigmatism was. But they're like, you can do it, but it's not going to last you very long. Well, what has happened is now I have, like, I see halos at night, and like I have like issues with driving at night where
So
I never
I do all the night driving.
I never had that problem before.
So when we went across country, I was the night driver.
Well, I mean, it's kind of freaky. Like, I never really had that issue at all before. So that can be a side effect of having LASIK eye surgery. And also, because I'm a little older in age, they're saying that I'm probably going to have cheater glasses anyway. So maybe I just shouldn't have even done it. I don't know. But at least in the meantime, I don't have to wear glasses.
So
I can see okay.
I'm really, really excited because Air Fry and Annie made a Inspector Gadget reference.
Yeah.
Go Gadget meat cooker.
Yeah. Okay, so he's not a candidate for LASIK because of the cataracts.
Okay. In both eyes.
I want to
So
say
you
my
can replace
grandfather
with-
maybe had that double cataract surgery too. My mom probably could talk about that, but I think he did fine with it. I think actually it improved quite a bit.
He's got a singer birthday too.
You know what? You know who loves Tom Morello? My mom. And the reason that she even really knows Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine is from back in the day when I used to play so much Guitar Hero. So there you go. That's just a little bit of a cool kid
knowledge.
history.
Yeah.
I used to play the heck out of some Guitar Hero. I played Guitar Hero. Listen to this, guys. This is so nerdy. I used to play Guitar Hero, and I was the singer. I would play the guitar or the bass, and I would play the drums. All three at the same time.
I would just stumble through doing this.
So, no, I was pretty good at it. And we used to play, like, as a family. It was kind of cool.
I didn't become musically inclined until I started playing the ukulele.
Oh, I've always played music and kind of been a music nerd.
And that was, I was in the Army. I came to visit my dad. I think that's what it was. And my dad handed me his ukulele, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? He's like, you're going to learn how to play it. And that's what ended up happening. And then we got one Christmas for my birthday. He gave me that
The ukulele?
custom handmade ukulele.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was number 2 of it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so that's what I play now.
Well, J-Dog, you're not really missing out maybe on the LASIK, but I do hope that you have great luck with the cataract surgery because
Yeah.
LASIK is kind of, I don't know. Like I said, maybe if you're a younger person and you're going to it's really going to pay off in the long run, but according to the surgeon, I may only have, the eyes that I have for a couple more years before I need cheater glasses again.
Yeah, so like I got one eye's going wonky, but my other eye is perfect.
Yeah.
My brother who lives in Alabama plays ukulele as well. He's a professional square dance caller.
Look,
That
Shelly
is-
plays ukulele. You guys could do like a dueling ukulele, like hoedown thing.
The ukulele hoedown.
I don't know.
I mean, it is Texas.
Make it happen.
No, make it happen. No, so I have a Cocobolo ukulele. It's made in Nicaragua from Cocobolo ukuleles now. And the owner, Kevin, they make some amazing ukuleles. It sounds tremendous. And so my dad has number 1, I have number 2, and I think they're in the 700s now. But yeah, no, so that's pretty neat that you can play the ukulele.
You guys played the ukulele. I'll get my bass out.
We'll just have
That means Heath is going to have to be our singer, or he could be the drummer. I'm not sure.
I would like to see Heath do that. What J Dog was saying.
Oh,
Was
a square dance caller. Yes.
A ukulele based square dance caller.
That'll work, right? I grew up. I grew up playing like in band, and then I was in the orchestra, and I played an instrument. Like I'm gonna get real band nerd on you
I
guys.
think I got that thing in the other room.
I played bassoon. So if anybody has any idea what that even is, I was a bassoon player. I was a pretty good bassoon player actually, and then I was in the drum line in high school. I was one of the only girls in the drum line. So drumline was awesome. Like I went to every football game. You know, as a Texan, you're gonna go to most every football game one way or another. But I went with the band to every football game, and I was on the drum line. Drums are just, you know, cool, right? So, I hear. I hear the ukulele.
They're already flipping out about it.
But apparently, the dogs don't like the. We could sell out the pavilion.
But you can look at the neck there. But that's the back, so it's got that Cocobolo and the Cocobolo sides, which is real neat.
Are you offended, sir? Why do you look so offended by that ukulele? Woohoo! Go band nerds!
Go band nerds?
Yeah, everyone's talking about how they were either in a band or they're in choir.
I played sports and I ditched school.
I played some sports too, but...
And then I started telling my mom what I did while I was an adult, and she just shakes her head now.
Yeah.
I was a terrible kid.
So,
Second chair flute, high school band, marching in concert. I play guitar and have a couple of mandolins. So mandolin is something that I want to learn.
The mandolin is cool. I
guess like moving from ukulele to mandolin would be pretty neat.
Or banjo.
Yeah, banjo would be neat, but my fingers won't move like that.
Well, also I always think about
like I have a hard
Les
time
Claypool.
picking the. Oh yeah, well, who can keep up with that? But I have a hard time.
But his banjo's on point too.
Picking on ukulele, so. Oh jeez.
What?
J-Dog's comment.
This one time in band camp.
I'm not gonna finish that. I was waiting for that J-Dog.
Is it just me, or we're like the band kids like extra?
You're extra?
Nah, like they were extra on those bus trips, man. Oh look, Heath said he used to play bass in band, and they recorded 2 CDs.
That is legit. So we'll have 2 bass players and 2 ukulele players.
My bass is in the garage and hasn't been touched in a long time.
I take that back. I tried to learn the juice heart when I was like 7. I'll bring that back too. Just sit there and boing, boing.
But I mean, me and Hans both actually really like music. We like going to live concerts and shows. I've been to so many concerts in my life, probably more than anybody else that I know. But it's always been a passion of mine. The band that I've seen the most is the Smashing Pumpkins, and I've seen them about 25 times. And I'm only 25 years old.
No.
No.
I've been watching them since I was 0.
Yeah. But no, like I've seen some bands a bunch. Smashing Pumpkins, Deftones. I really grew up as a teenager going to like punk rock shows here in the Houston area. Music is just a passion of mine, and Hans's too, and we like some of the same similar music, but as we're getting older, we find we like stuff like the Steel Drivers and, you know, anything that has good musicians in the band, I can definitely appreciate
like you start to really like the talent of the musician over what just the music is. What?
Oh, so he's talking about Steve Van Zandt. Yeah, okay. Bruce Spring.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right up my mom's alley, J-Dog. She would like that too.
Let's see here. I sold...
Oh man, I think Heath and my mom need to play a game of poker. She's like... She's
Oh, that's right. We were talking about poker when we went to Corkscrew.
Yeah.
I was trying to get that real quick. I was a little bit slow. But, yeah. You make a face at me?
You can't prove it. It's a live stream.
Oh, it records.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's something else. But I think we're gonna probably end up wrapping this up here in just a minute.
we're gonna go to the low carb cruise
Oh, yeah.
in 2023.
In 2023, not this year. We wouldn't be able to. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're not gonna swing it this year, but we're gonna go next year. And next year is leaving out of Galveston. We're like 40 minutes from Galveston, so that's that's even more enticing for us to go. But you know, I really look forward to meeting you guys all in person. I really appreciate the support all you guys have given us. It really motivates us. It keeps us going.
All dogs are okay.
Yeah, I know you got. They just roughhouse guys. Like that's their thing. And then the next thing you know, they're going to be all in a dog pile in the bed, you know, cuddled up with each other, and
Yep.
and the cat's going to be over here on this side, and we're all, you know. But yeah, we are about to do the same thing. We're about to get our reservation in for.
Yeah, so it's going to be here this next week. Is we'll go ahead and put the reservation.
Are you
stuff in.
going to do a balcony room, non-balcony room? Are you going to do some excursions? Like, what kind of thing? Because I think originally we were thinking of doing the balcony room, but I was like, let's maybe just, I don't know. I can't make up my mind on that one. I mean, we could do it, we could not. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll at least reserve it. But we're going to go and step off so she can go get those plants.
Yeah, I got to go pick
and then
up some
be
plants.
back in time for the next live stream that's coming up that we'll be in as well.
So she said sometimes she feels bad and gives people money back on poker. I've seen
Where's
it.
my money? You didn't give me my money back. Anyways, let's go ahead and get off of here. It is as a pleasure for me to have you guys here. I said that weird. I got it, but we're really happy. We're happy to meet everybody.
We enjoyed the company, guys. You
Yeah.
made it really fun, and we really enjoyed it.
And I look forward to everybody in the next deal.
He's saying we normally do the inside cabin, cheapest one. That's J-Dog. That's kind of why I've been on the fence about doing the cabin, is because I feel like we're only going to really sleep in our room. And so, but anyway, I digress. We're trying to wrap it up and everything. So everyone have a great night. We'll see you guys in the other live, and we'll catch up with you. We have some new videos coming out.
I'll
and
put the next video out tomorrow.
Yep. So everybody have a good night.
All right, good night. All right, let's do that there.